What is up, guys? Welcome to Legacy TCG, back with your daily dose of Edison. Today we have Oscar playing Oscar Vayu versus Richard playing Machina Salvo. So both of these players love to cook. Their decks are extremely unique to themselves. Okay, so we hit Heavy Storm and Burial, but we did hit Necro Gardener, so that's just the nature of playing like a Vayu deck that has the mill. It's those what is it, variants that could make or break you. So like imagine he mills like Vayu and Sirocco or something. Ooh, we swing in for a 17 strike on the Prisma. Gores comes down. I just played Richard the round before, and he tends to not have a lot of back row. Sorry, but I think it's because he does play Fader, so he's pretty safe with that hand trap. Like he's not too concerned. I think he's gonna pitch a Cyber Dragon. Yep, and that's gonna contact with the Card Trooper. Cool. As this score is 1700, we can go for 3. Okay, Book of Moon's gonna put face down. I don't know if it keeps its stats. It might be a 0 at this point. I don't know what happens, but mind control. Is it Koichi? No, it's not. We're gonna flip for DD Warrior Lady. Hopefully we can find a way to convert this card. Oh yes, Plague is excellent. We're gonna go into Goyo Guardian. Attack over. Attack for 28. Gores? No gores? Oh, okay. Nothing happens. That was kind of spooky. Interesting. Staring at a Gores and Goyo Guardian and a token. How do we equalize this board? He could be main decking the Lightning Vortex. It wouldn't surprise me. But Richard has the original like Dark Magician-ish girl witch deck box. If you were to buy that new, it's like 500 bucks. Very, very expensive. Ooh, Chaos Sorcerer? Yes. Oppression is there though. Oh no. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty tough because even if we do have Battle Fader, the Oppression will eat that card. So we're just gonna set pass. But yeah, team. Ooh, Morphing Jar, sweet. We're gonna reload the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for both players. Hopefully we can find an answer for this Oppression. If we don't, then we're just gonna be in big trouble. But yeah, Team Samurai X or whatever, the YouTuber. He made a deck box similar to this, the old one that you see on the on Richard's side, but it's like an updated art and stuff. But like it's kind of like an ode to that deck box, which I thought was super cool. I didn't even know it existed until Brian showed me. He's like, "Oh, look at my deck box." I was like, "Holy moly, that's super cool!" So we're gonna pay 800 right here. How do we get past this Oppression? Pop deck again. Oh, okay. What's his plan? Again? Puts him at 14. He's going again. We've gone this far. Oscar is sussed out. He's like, what is his deal? He doesn't like it. I mean, we've already gone this far, so I was gonna put us to 600. Here comes Gear Frame. Activate effect into Fortress, and now we can top deck if we want, or just bring down the Fortress with another monster. Do you want to attack into this? I don't know. Spooky. Ooh, he does have the limited removal though, so if Oscar can sniff this out, then yeah. As long as we're confident enough to keep this monster on board, we don't have to attack into Oscar into a potential D-Prison. But if we're not confident, maybe we just set pass, and then maybe we can steal a win. Limited removal is one of those cards that, like, you just steal wins out of nowhere. Games that you do not like have no business winning, it can just outright steal it. Yeah, he's gonna go Royal Decree. Oscar's feeling he's feeling pretty safe. We need to go into like a Brio play or something. But he's gonna pitch for Sirocco. But I mean, honestly, he doesn't. He feels safe with Royal Decree, and this is the thing when I mean like when you attack, yeah. So that's gonna do more than 600 damage. It's gonna do 800. It's gonna seal the deal for Richard. Yeah. It's just one of those cards you don't really read. You don't really encounter it that often, so it's not like, okay, is he doing all this just to make it so I can't stop his special summons anymore? But Richard had another plan, which it paid off. Excellent. Okay, pass back and forth. But yeah, that Team Samurai deck box, I really want it. It'd be cool to have in the collection. But it was like a Halloween special, and like there's pre-orders or whatnot. Ooh, Divine Wrath is gonna take down this hamster. That's a pretty good hit. Ditching the Plague Spreader. We're gonna go Dark Grepher. Pitch. We're gonna pitch the Necro to protect him. Hopefully we can make it to the next turn so that we can continue discarding. Cold Wave's gonna be activated. Yes. You may have Cold Wave. We got Gear Frame in hand. Cyber Dragon into Gear Frame. Huh. I think the Gear Frame by itself would have been sufficient, but we're gonna take 100 and then take 21 because we're gonna lose this card to Chimeritic Fortress. Like, we just have to contact it, unfortunately. Yeah. Because him going into just Gear Frame already... I guess there's Necrogardener, so maybe that's why. Yeah. To guarantee it, he has to put in that much effort. It makes sense. Okay. Armageddon Knight's going to pitch for Vayu. This is going to bring us a monster that's bigger than 2k. Cool. Here comes Armwing. Swing for 300. And swing for 14. There's a lot of power on board. 3700. Ooh, we got the Lightning Vortex though. That's good. I mean, 2 for 2. Can't really complain about that. If he adds a third, we might just be dead outright. So, it's a little spooky to leave these cards on board. We got Plague for like normal summon 4-star going to 6-star. But yeah, it looks like he's deliberating on what line. He's gonna go top deck for Plague, tribute for Jinzo, okay. And then we'll go for Lightning Vortex. Okay. Yeah. That turns off potential like Solemn Judgment. We're gonna take 24 here. Debating if we want to Necrogardener it, but he's like, eh, it's fine. I can take 24. Ooh, Dark Creator. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 darks. And then the Dark Creator can be dropped. We got Card Trooper. We can like summon Card Trooper, hopefully to hit 1 dark off the top 3 cards of our deck. And then maybe drop Creator as a line. He also has Dark Grepher, but he doesn't have a dark to pair with it, so. I don't know. I think Card Trooper Mill 3 is a good bet. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. Look at that mill. He's like, I'm just gonna mill a synchro. Not only am I gonna bring down this Dark Creator, but I'm gonna bring out Armor Master as well. So what? Okay, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 darks. I'm surprised he didn't bring down the Dark Creator. He's just gonna be a little bit more conservative. Go for the Armor Master. We are kind of low, so I think the 3000 defense Dark Creator would have been pretty nice. And Richard is hellbent as well. He has no cards. There's nothing left. Okay, no. Oh, discard a special pitch. He needs a pitch. Yeah. He can discard a special, but that's about it. I think, yeah, he just did some missequencing. Bringing down the Dark Creator before special summoning the Armor Master was definitely the line. And then we can like keep on going. Maybe even potentially like end the game. Or maybe not end it, but at least put on a lot of pressure to where we're forcing Richard to have an answer next turn. Maybe a Mirror Force or something like that. We're gonna take 100 here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. 19, 17. Yeah, if he brought down the Creator first before going for Armor Master, we would be in a lot better position. But even so, I don't see him losing this particular game. Richard had to do a lot to answer the first board. He had a top deck for Jinzo, and then he had to Lightning Vortex, which is the rest of his hand, and then his Jinzo got answered. So and we're sitting pretty with the Necro Gardener as well. He's gonna be very conservative and put both in defense. If I was in that position, I feel pretty safe. Maybe just one defense, and then with 2600 life points, I would look to end the game right there. I do not want to give my opponent an opportunity to find an answer to our board. So, but you know, I guess sometimes better safe than sorry. We're gonna T-set back. Speaking of T-set, there is a Switch tournament beginning of next month. Photogon is hosting a tournament with some like 2K pricing, which is pretty cool. First place a Switch, second place like a Fair Ultra Mirror Force, third place QCR Dad, fifth place Cyber Dragon, and then some gem accessories binders. They also, the first, second, and third place also get backpacks as well, so that's like $100 value, $80 to $100 value, which is pretty nice. So yeah, first place like 600-ish in value. Second place maybe 350. Third place 250. But we're just gonna wall up, go Rhoda, Armageddon, Divine Wrath is gonna be used. Okay. Divine Wrath, not a card you see that often, but can be useful. Sirocco answers the 1900 wall. Yeah, Sirocco's such a beast, man. What a monster. Dekoichi will be flipped. Draw a card. Draw into Gear Frame, that's excellent. 2 back row is a little bit spooky. But yeah, this is game number 3 for all the marbles. Okay, Gear Frame into Forest. Do we have a Fortress Engrave? I think we do, because we pitch with Divine Wrath. Yeah. Just the scariest part is the back row, though. If we commit, I mean, we don't even have a body that can get past this Sirocco anyways, but... Oh, oppression is there, and that might be the ball game if we don't have an answer for it. Yikes. Yep. Card's very scary. We're gonna Lightning Vortex. Icarus is gonna be traded off with his Lightning. Oscar definitely has the upper hand in that trade. I'm gonna set a card, pass. Yeah, he's gonna be able to take advantage of this Dark Grapher in hand. With another dark. Our card trooper. 1, 2, 3. We got 5 darks in gray. Swing with card trooper. Battle Fader will be presented, but we can pay 8 to negate this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Because it specials in hands, not during damage. Yeah, you can pay 8. Yep. A little 800 tax. Swing for 19. That is a weakness of Battle Fader, but otherwise it is pretty strong. We just need an answer for this oppression. An answer would be Jinzo, but getting a body to go into Jinzo is pretty difficult. You would need Dust Tornado, MST. So anytime you're playing against a Vayu strategy, Blackwing, whatever, they're gonna bring the oppressions in for your fortress. At least in my experience, they do. And anything that abuses Vayu, you can expect that this oppression is gonna come in. So we need our Dust Tornadoes come in. MST needs to be drawn. Just some sort of contingency plan for when that royal oppression is flipped. So sometimes I'll just hold the fortress for a very, very long time until I'm able to break it with like a Lila, Raiko, or something like that. But that's kind of the beauty of, oh man, this is rough. He has to pitch for a lone Cyber Dragon. Yeah, this is bad. We got one card in hand. A lot of resources were used for the Lightning Vortex. The thing about Lightning Vortex is it just costs a lot, and using 2 in one game, and like especially the way things were traded with like the Icarus attack and for a card trooper being able to replace himself, but like he has to kind of like do that because he's just gonna die to a card trooper straight up if he doesn't do it. He doesn't want to do it, but sometimes you have to do things that, you know, don't make sense, but you have to just because the way that things are drawn. Oh, MST. Okay, he should. Well, okay. I mean, he should have special first, then MST. That way, you get some 800 life points from Oscar. Yeah, we're gonna go that. Like, say we go, yeah, summon Black Salvo, activate, right? And then Oscar's gonna say, I'm gonna pay 800. Then you MST. But the Starlight Road is gonna be there for the Black Rose Dragon. You cannot bottomless this card, actually, because it misses timing. Hopefully they see this and they yeah, I'll explain it in a second. Let's see how this game wraps up. Oscar has like 7 cards in hand, bro, to Richard's 1. Yeah, he's been trading really well this entire game. But yeah, Stardust Dragon, interesting card. It was brought out by Starlight Road. You cannot bottomless it because it has 2 parts to the effect, and then it just misses timing. Oh, they're on turns too, so we're on a clock. I think we do 3 turns, highest life points. This might be the last turn with walls on walls, and back row on back row. There's not much we can do. Okay, looks like a Chaos Sorcerer. Alrighty. Well, the Chaos Sorcerer into 2 walls. I don't. Yeah. He's gonna try his best. Let's see what we can do. Yeah. So the end of this turn is just like a game over. I think we're doing it like LDS rules. Torrential is gonna clear this board, and it's gonna be GG. Anyways, yeah. Congratulations to Oscar. Let's go back to this play right here. Stardust and Starlight Road, right? Okay, so we go Oppression into Dekoichi. First of all, Richard needs to wait for Oscar to activate this Oppression to chain the MST. That way you just get a little bit more value. I don't see a downside to doing that. There might be, but I would want to milk 800 life points from my opponent, right? Every little bit helps. So we're gonna go into Black Rose. Okay, Black Rose into Starlight Road. So Starlight Road has 2 effects in 1 card. When your opponent tries to destroy more than 1 card in the field, you can activate this card to negate the effect and destroy this card. Then you may special summon a Stardust Dragon, right? So there's 2 parts, right? And thus the Stardust Dragon is going to be brought to the field, and he's going to try to bottomless. But the bottomless is will miss a timing due to just how Starlight Road is worded, and then the Stardust Dragon is just insulated from this card. So yeah, that's just how it works in Edison, and I think it's just the way this card is written. It's two parts, kind of like a Raikou, thus making Bottomless mistiming for when Stardust comes out, and that's how that particular interaction works. But yeah, congratulations to Oscar, 2-1 over Richard with his Oscar Vayu. Very unique build. It's kind of like Vayu, but like he has his own tech choices and whatnot. He likes to experiment. Both of these players love to experiment, and so whenever you play them, it's really fun to play because you don't know what they're willing to play when playing other players. They're a lot like braver in testing limits and whatnot, as opposed to like players who play more meta. Players who play more meta may like mix around with like 2 or 3 cards. These guys mess with like 5, 8 cards in the main to try things. So I always appreciate being able to play these guys. It's just fun. It's a good time. And yeah. Anyways, if you guys like the videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button for me, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.